Let them see, let them know a real man who lives as he was meant to live. I read while scrolling without any intention. Is this the life I want? I asked. Present is the only moment for true action and change passes in my mind. You know what most of our fault is? We only get motivated, and when that short term motivation dies, we are back to our old selves. I didn't like that about me. I was using Instagram 4 hours a day and my screen time was over 8 hours. This also reminds me, I was once sitting with a friend of mine and they told me that their screen time was over 10 hours per day. I just looked at them. You first need to decide why you should lessen your screen time. We have all heard it is bad for you, but if that reason was enough, then you probably wouldn't be watching this video, would you? For me, it was to truly experience life. I disliked that I had a low attention span and couldn't talk without my mind drifting off. I disliked that this had so much power over me. You also have your reasons. You watching this video itself means that you dislike social media addiction. You just need to dive deeper and find those reasons. My tip is to think what better stuff you can be doing and thinking about things you have always been wanting to do. Such as if you've always been wanting to play guitar or learn some martial arts, then that's a value that's better than your current one of just scrolling all day, right? So keep that value in your mind. It's not an objective to think about these reasons and put them in your mind 24/7, no. But at least have these reasons built in your mind. Now that you have your reasons, you're inspired to not continue your current habit. First thing for eliminating is make them hard to find. You see, you have this habit in place which you just follow for literally no reason. You just have this habit that you keep on doing without you even realizing it, and that's the habit of clicking your icon of whatever application you are addicted to without any intention in mind. You need to break that so you'll not open social media on autopilot mode. This can be done by 2 steps. Dislocate your social medias. You have these applications on certain places on your mobile phone, right? Move them here and there so that the next time you open your mobile, you do not just click on them. Whenever you actually do open them, make sure to change the places of those apps. Make them as hard to open and find them as possible. Number 2, when you go out from an app, you have these apps open and you just automatically click on them. For Android, this is mostly caused by the recommended app section. Disable it. I have the steps on the screen. Pause the video and disable them right now. For iPhone users, remember to just close them completely and specifically after use. Only that should decrease your screen time by a lot, because now you will have a moment to think and actually use reason and do not be on autopilot mode and just open them without any intention or without thinking. You will now think of the reasons why you will not use those social media and resist the urge. Now another important step is to set up an app timer so that you're reminded constantly to use those apps lesser. Now not many people are able to follow their timers through. The reason for that is they just type in an absurd number, like they'll be using Instagram or some app for 3 hours and they directly go on to writing 30 minutes of usage per day. Yeah, that's not gonna work ever. So the first day, just put the timer 10 minutes below your normal usage and slowly decrease the app timer as you get more comfortable with it. Now something interesting happened with me. While I was gradually decreasing the time, suddenly it went really bad and it went the same way again tomorrow. The reason for that was once I came down to 1 hour, I went to 55 minutes the next day. It was only a 5 minutes decrease, but the thing was that in no way was I used to 1 hour. Just a little change caused me to go overboard. In other words, I wasn't able to tame it, so decrease it comfortably. For me, I fixed this by increasing the time to 1 hour and 5 minutes, and after a few days when I was comfortable with it, I decreased it. Always remember, there are far more enjoyable things that you can be doing rather than just scrolling. Realize your self-importance and do not let these things dictate you. We usually use social media because we think that we'd be rude if someone has messaged us. Usually people have their notifications on, so like it feels guilty that if we do not reply back. But remember, nobody cares about you as much as you do. Alright? So you have to be the one to decide, are you gonna put your self-importance first or other people first? Are you gonna put yourself first and then build yourself, or you just gonna let other people decide for you? The thing is, you're not that much worried about other people. What you wanna do is find the cue, find the reason, find the justification for that scrolling. You have to take accountability for that. It's better to eliminate this bad habit of yours rather than replying them just because you feel guilt. The other person probably doesn't even feel that much about this. Even if they do, then it's just for some minutes. And you, as I said, you have to be the one to decide. Are you gonna put yourself first and better yourself, or just be dictated by others? These are all actionable steps. Follow them. And remember to enjoy your life. Your life is not meant to just scroll all day. It's meant to be lived.